Let's talk about pickup for a second. This isn't particularly addressed in P.U.A. because, for real, a lot of P.U.As pickup artists don't pursue active social lives, instead concentrating on improving their game and occasionally hitting the fool's gold of a one-night stand and or you-know-what buddy. And, of course, if one has read Neil's The Game, you can see how messed up you can get without pursuits beyond the game, having regular friends you can chill with and whatnot. The rules are very similar to typical wing rules, except it's your wing, the guy who knows the social circle and has introduced you to his friends, who is calling the shot. 1. You do not talk about Fight Club. How much can I stress this? Maybe you want to talk about it to your friends and impress them with your knowledge. Fine, good for you. But when you've been introduced to your buddies, and hopefully your wing is just more than a wing to you, but actually a good friend who also happens to have similar goals and skill levels when it comes to women, friends, you do not talk about Fight Club. If you haven't watched Fight Club, go and watch it. 2. You do not game up your buddy's target. If your buddy has told you which girl is his target or someone he hooked up with or planning to, you do not try and game her. Instead, your duty, as both a good friend and wing, is to talk him up to give him social proof that he's the coolest guy in the world and your best friend. Obviously, however, this isn't a perfect world and maybe your buddy's girl isn't into him. Fine, but A. You still notify him and B. You don't game until you have permission or C. It's so very, very, very obvious that she's into you, not your run-of-the-mill flirting, but she's full up acting AFC, check your P.U.A. dictionary, on your ass and trying to game you while ignoring your buddy, and you've exhausted options A and B, then you can go in. 3. Communicate with your wingman. Tell your buddies which girl is off limits and which one isn't. You cannot tell them, we're just friends, and assume that she's off limits. You actually have to tell them. You know they are P.U.As, respect that they're going to game what's hot. And if you simply indicate there isn't anything serious going on, then don't get mad if they make a play for her. 4. Do not be greedy with the girls. You cannot intro your buddies into your social circle and expect them to sit in the corner. They will be men and game. Let them know who's off limits and who isn't. You can't have plans on every single girl there. Why then even bother introducing your P.U.A. friends other than to show off? 5. Introduce him to your own social circles. Do not be a leech. If he's taken the time and effort to introduce you into his social circle, give a little respect that you're stepping from a purely wing environment into an actual friendship beyond acquaintances. Introduce him into your own social circles and follow the rest of the rules. 6. You are not a Sarge robot. Google it. Act like an actual human being for once, chill, and have fun. This is what regular people, be they cheesebleebs or naturals, do. They aren't obsessive-compulsive pickup artists, they actually have a life beyond picking up chicks. Seriously. Chillax for a second. Enjoy the environment, the ambiance, and the people. You are not on a stage and you do not have to perform every time you see a cute chick. Vibe and have fun. 7. Respect that sometimes your social circle girl will dig your wing. Don't freak out. Expect it. If they weren't going to hook up with your P.U.A. buddy, they would still end up hooking up with a cheesebleep or a natural. Deal with it. But at the same time, your wing buddy better not be stepping out of bounds and gaming your girl, unless she's definitely not into you but rather him. Then just be a man and step aside. You win some. You lose some. That's life. 8. Don't play mind games with one another. That's what chicks do. That's not what bros do. Now maybe you wing with some pickup artists but aren't actually friends with them. That can happen and they want to subtly indicate they are more alpha than you. But that's not what friends are about. Don't screw each other over. 9. Do not be a cock block. If your buddy is interested in a girl, your job is to social proof him. You do not cock block him. You do not tool him. You do not AMOG him. Google it. You show her that you consider him to be the most coolest, alpha guy in the room. It's a privilege that you're in his circle of friends. Show some respect, appreciation and friendship. 10. Pay attention. This is simple situational awareness, people. If you are the introducer, pay attention to your friends as to whether or not they're having a good time and what not. By inviting him out, you are also accepting responsibility for his enjoyment as well as actions. Don't put him in a position where he'd like to commit seppuku and slice open his abdomen from sheer boredom while you do your thing. If you are the introducee, pay attention and follow your friend's lead. You are there by his invitation. Don't screw him over by violating Rule 9. Just vibe and relax. Social circle sarging should be relatively easy because it isn't a cold approach and you don't have to be a sarge automaton. Okay, now all of this aside, P.U.A. is a great tool to learn if you want to improve your chances of finding an awesome girl. Think. What is more important than these skills? What should you be doing first? Getting your life together. Don't pretend or fake it until you make it. Even if you don't know what to do with your life, do something, anything, until you figure it out. It doesn't matter about how much money you have or how cool you are. It is about having a goal and striving towards it. It's about being better than you were yesterday. Girls are attracted to who you will become, your vision, your dreams, your goals, your potential. No one is perfect, but we all have dreams and we are inspired by those who are fearless enough to follow them. Start moving towards yours. Right now. Do something that will take you one step closer to your dreams. Even if it is a Google search. Do it. Peace. Like, comment and subscribe for more dating and relationships advice. Click the link in the description to learn more about dating and relationships.